It is a sad fact.
Me in, and of course it all started from watching the 1995 BBC adaptation of Pride and Prejudice.
What did you mean by a kind of proposal?
For those that follow this channel, I think it's pretty obvious I have a massive soft spot for period dramas. It's just the way I was.
The very first time I caught you playing Graces on your own, when you thought no one was at home.
But remain unmarried.
Of life that if a young woman is unlucky enough to come into the world without expectation.
And where have you come from, Miss Bennet? Surely I would have remembered seeing you near punch bowls.
You must be Miss Bennet.
I must be.
Oh, Miss Bennet.
I prefer facts to whimsy.
Maladroite, as they say. 4 good marriages.
It reminds me how small and insignificant we are.
I would push all sorts.
I love you. I've always loved you from the very...
Mary is wearing spectacles.
Very good. I hope you find them.
May I?
Oh, yes, of course.
Noble
Tom, you're here!
I had given Miss Bennet the impossible task of understanding Paul.
I've danced with him twice. I have no wish to marry him.
Mary has an awfully ruddy complexion. She does not have the complexion.
If London was to be a new start for me,
Here she couldn't see them.
it is a...
Miss Bennet? You must be Miss Bennet.
I
Worried about your mother and wanted to offer my support in your hour of need.
May not object to lowering yourself, but I will not have you ruin your sister's.
Most useful.
I do, Father.
But she is a woman.
Potatoes, Mary.
Tom, you're here! What are you doing here?
Miss Bennet, I hope you and your family won't consider...
Mr. Ryder believes that we should go to Italy. You must be.
Would you like to play Graces?
I only hope she does not ruin his...
this a great imposition, but you left London with such haste. I was most...
To be poor and handsome is misfortune enough. But
defender of the punch.
I surrender my post. Oh, yes, I am.
Tom, Hyward. Poetry without any real sense of how to feel it.
chances of a match. Of her sisters, that is true. And she is clumsy. Ungainly.
thoughts of poetry and love.
Tom, you're here!
I was raised. I love the costumes and the settings and the storylines. There's just something about them that really draws me.
She had better do all she can to ensure that she is beautiful. Or
I prithee be gone from me. Suggestion in my life.
Oh, well, sadly, Lizzie, I think most of us will never find ourselves in a romantic situation as
Sister's chances. I told you no one would marry you if you wore spectacles.
Mrs. Bennet? Why, it is a pleasure to see you looking...
be penniless and plain is a hard fate indeed.
My brain is in agony, and it isn't counterfeit, it is quite real.
Words.
What were you expecting?
No, I wish to say something inspiring.
Can we finish lessons now?
Miss Bennet?
Please may I introduce Mr.
The Other Bennet Sister, which is a Pride and Prejudice continuation that follows the oft-forgotten character of Mary Bennet, the...
Gosh.
Sad fact of life that if a young woman is unlucky enough to come into the world without expectation,
Propose that you should be his mistress.
not in those words.
I have never heard such...
And she is clumsy.
Well, he couldn't possibly be as ungainly as I am.
How do you do, Mr. Ryder?
Thought I found a way.
So my mother taught us.
Across London. I, for one, am always pleased to see a new face.
Whimsy, eager to hear how you've been getting on with the poetry?
Well, it seems to me that it's all just...
Okay, so we've had Pride and Prejudice a million times. We've had Darcy in a wet shirt.
Will have to do. I only hope she does not ruin his sister's chances.
Tom Hyward.
Tom Hyward. Oh!
All roads lead back to that series, I swear. This in turn leads us to my latest obsession, the
So well.
I usually look much better than this. Though my...
Thought I found a way.
Is it possible you'll ever find a way to fit in?
But you never go.
Tease us, Mr. Gardner.
All right then, Mr. Ryder, here's one for you.
Miss Bennet.
Tom! Mr. Hayward. Firing, but I'm not sure I have the mind to appreciate it completely. I keep hoping Mr. Coleridge will...
We've had Keira Knightley in A Field at Sunrise. We've had the 1995
Miss Bennet. You must be Miss Bennet.
I must be.
middle child of the family. I think this is one of my favourite things about being a fan of the Jane Austen bibliography and
I slowly started to be...
So my mother taught us.
A daffodil might look plain.
You and I shall...
Perfect as yours.
But he insults you.
Does not. Oh, Mr. Ryder believes that women should...
I think my advice would be to choose the colours that make one feel most like oneself. It suits you very...
Next to a lily, but on its own there is much to be admired.
Now I am tall and yellow.
Mr. Collins.
be owned in such a way as marriage. So he prefers a modern arrangement.
I'm sure he does.
Very well. Oh, Miss Bennet.
I would push all
The
sorts.
recovery has been quite extraordinary.
I'm glad to hear it.
And she is clumsy. Ungainly. Maladroit.
Good Lord! She's Britain's finest mind! Miss Bennet,
Miss Bennet needs to choose some dress fabric.
I find myself quite overwhelmed. Will explain himself for that. You have such varied...
First version that basically broke the internet before the internet even existed. But this time...
Mary.
Oh, yes, I am.
world. It's that her works are all public domain since they're so old, and thus anyone and their dog can produce work.
Seduced by him like he started to seduce me.
Get out and see the world. Outside of your family.
Gone, don't care.
It's one that is far more convenient for him. If he tires of this arrangement, he can easily move on.
Thoughts of poetry and love.
I had given Miss Bennet the
Miss Bennet, won't you introduce me to your sisters?
As they say. 4 good marriages will have to do.
You are a liar.
Am I?
You told me you were not much...
By the choice.
Well, I shall be honest and say that my experience of picking dress fabric is...
Ways to express your feelings. Mine feel... Who was I?
BBC One said, forget all of that, because it's finally Mary Bennet.
You must be.
I have some...
Clean air.
Sorry, forgive me.
Works in that universe. You can write sequels or alternate tellings or retell the original story through a different...
I believe.
Little bold in it.
You're in London. If you're going to be bold, here is the place to do it.
Really be gone from me.
Of course not, Mary. Marriage is the only thing a woman...
Possible task of understanding poetry without any real sense of how to...
Darcy. This is Mrs. Kitty Boncock. How do you do? Mrs. Jane Bing.
I only hope she does not ruin his sister's chances.
My options.
My feet are quite...
Then let us sit.
limited, to say the least. But I shall try. But, Miss Bennet, do you not think that you...
It's turn. Welcome to the channel. Today, we are diving into
Hyward.
Would you like to play Graces?
Be better than others and be far more compelling. For me though, I think the best ones are when you take the original work and you—
This is the book that will open the heart of Miss Mary Bennet.
Your dress is striking. I feel a little bold.
Your reputation is ruined forever.
Do you think you will tire of me? Of course. For once, I have nothing to say. Well, it seems to me that it's all just... yes, this is Mrs. Elizabeth Darcy. Limited.
Would you like to dance?
Well, perhaps later. My feet.
Would you like to play Graces?
Who lacked the courage to follow her own inclinations.
Frozen or...
Bennet Sister, which just dropped on BBC One and iPlayer on the...
I must be.
Mr. Who was I?
A coward who lacked the courage to follow her own
other characters' points of view. Obviously, as with all fan fiction, as that's what it is in the end, some are gonna—
Oh? Meg, there's a... I think you will find that the liberty in such situations tends to be enjoyed by the man.
You and I shall...
I mean, I've begun to think I'm not... Words. You have such varied ways to express...
Miss Bennet and I met at a soiree in London and share a similar...
But I was trapped.
Yes, thank you. Mr. Hyward, no. I'm at peace with that. Mr. Hyward,
15th of March, 2026, and honestly, I've been waiting for this one for months.
Inclinations.
Well, yes, thank you.
You think there's a lesson here?
shows the world and characters of Pride and Prejudice according to Mary, which in turn allows you to interpret events and characters differently.
I'd like you to meet. We have something of an understanding. Please may I introduce...
We should sweep away these tired old rules. Follow our inclinations as we wish.
herself against such difficulties. Tell me you are not seriously considering his offer. Your feelings.
And all that mighty heart is lying still.
And to Mrs. Lydia Wickham.
Enchanted to meet you all.
How do you know Mary?
Not know that she would actually need to wear glasses.
You seem to forget, my dear.
Gather your strength.
I bet you did.
You work so hard. Really? Underneath that light-hearted manner carries...
Find yourself a match.
I told you no one would marry you if you wore spectacles.
This is a 10-part drama based on Janice Hadlow's 2020 novel of the same...
Mr. Hyward and I met 3 years ago this spring. We are hoping to be married next year.
Yeah, Miss Bennet? I think my advice would be to choose the colours that make one feel most like...
Put a little bit of a spin on it and follow through on that. To me, this is exactly what the other Bennet sister does. It's
much suited to conventional life.
Mr. Tom Hyward.
I hated that.
Perhaps you're right.
I know I am.
So you are in London for a husband?
Long time hast thou been tarrying.
I'm glad to see you're in better spirits.
Mine feel...
A taste in despicable crime pamphlets.
Oh!
I wear spectacles myself.
What flavour is yours?
Crunchy. No.
Crunchy.
The weight of the world on his shoulders. Please may I introduce Mr. Tom Hyward.
I think I must leave London.
Well, you've only just arrived.
Same name, and the whole premise is brilliant. We know how the story ends for
Oneself. It suits you very well.
differently to how you'd normally see them. I have to say that I felt pretty much every aspect of this show was so much fun.
We've already met.
I believe that this is the book that will open the heart of Miss Mary Bennet.
Papa, this is going to. If you don't step in, I
know the scandal would be huge. I know Mother would be mortified. But Miss Frozen, or
That a great deal of time is thrown away in pursuit of a...
To pay my respects.
Let us not stand upon ceremony.
Proved a fine read.
yes, my sisters are. We've already met.
Study clearly trumps all other considerations in your mind.
Any looking about?
Jane for Lizzie, for Chaotic Lydia, but what about Mary?
Wrote a book for Mrs.
Oh,
Father.
of course, yes. Poetry.
How do you feel?
For once, I have nothing to say.
I'm very glad that we...
Seems to have gotten good reviews, and apparently it even got enough viewership that they seem to think it increased tourism to...
We are hoping to be married next year. Of course, a man such as Mr. Hyward. No.
Kill.
Please.
I will.
Thank you.
Faith.
I've always been the odd one out.
Attachments that can never come to anything.
I am so sorry that anyone...
Anyway, I was en route to visit my aunt, Lady Catherine de Bourgh, and wanted...
They are for show. Although, Grimm's fairy tales.
Miss Bennet?
Oh, of course, you must have.
Do you not think it might be worth you having one last look about?
I'm sure you'll scarcely have time to notice I'm gone.
The bookish, piano-playing, slightly awkward middle sister that everyone...
I arrived in time to see you crowned, Miss Bennet.
Thank you.
And it does seem as if the world at large agrees with me. It's not like it's the highest profile show ever made, but it's...
Would have secured a match.
Me instead. Your experience of life has been wholly different. Is interested in me.
Has ever made you feel like a disappointment?
I'm sure you'll scarcely have time to...
Ryder, do join us.
No, I'm sure Mr. Ryder will have more important matters to attend to.
A daffodil might look plain next to a lily.
There are very few people who have the insight of Miss Bennet. I could talk to you all day.
Oh!
Mr. Hyward and I met 3 years ago this spring.
Has ever made you feel like a disappointment? I think my advice would be to choose the colours that make one feel more...
One kind of forgot about? Well, not anymore. The premise.
Whimsy? Natural.
Beginner's luck.
I'm glad to see you're in.
Though I think we'd better get stuck into the details, right? And I'll be honest, I've never really been all that big on the cost...
Oh, Miss Bennet.
Never shall have thy will.
If you are incapable of finding a match, then you shall remain here with me.
Mr. Ryder, he treats me well. He makes me laugh. Yes, I'm gone.
This is the book that will open the heart of Miss Mary Bennet.
Elizabeth will arrange for us to take tea in the garden. Mr.
But on its own, there is much to be admired. I wonder.
Exceptional. I know.
As are you, Miss Bennet.
We are hoping to be married next year.
I believe.
Will only lead to disappointment.
I am so sorry that anyone...
So here's the setup. We're back in Regency England. The Bennet household is as chaotic.
Do you like poetry, Miss Bennet?
I prefer facts to whimsy.
Better spirits, Miss Bennet.
This evening has been something of a tonic, Mr. Hyward.
Jane Austen associated historical sites in the aftermath of its release. So there's that. Now
Different to my own. You were respected. I was not.
There is no one I long...
And I could escape.
I do not believe that you are truly a stranger to strong emotions.
I have time.
Are you well enough, Mama?
If you wouldn't be a little happier if you went out in the world.
Hey.
What are you reading, Mr. Ryder?
That this is the book that will open the heart of Miss Mary Bennet. It's like oneself. It suits you very well.
I thought Tom brought her out of herself.
As ever, and Mary, played by the absolutely fantastic Ella Brucoleri, is basically...
Well, it seems to me that it's all just words.
But I'd hoped that this would restore your spirit.
Oh, indeed, it did.
Costuming and styling side of things when it comes to a good period drama. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's not to my taste.
Mr. Hyward, I think I must leave.
To talk to like I do you.
Miss Bennet, you are quite unlike anyone.
I have another piece, Father. One that's...
I hope that you'd feel the same way. Though I spend so much of my time absorbed in poetry when it...
Yes, thank you, Jane. I am perfectly well enough. Mary?
Saw yourself how other people see you, outside of your family.
A rather fascinating book on...
Mr. and Mrs. Gardner. Miss Bennet, thank...
Kind-hearted man that he is.
I would push all sorts of poetry.
Invisible in her own home. Her mum only has eyes for marrying off the pretty ones.
What were you expecting?
You have such very...
During our short time on this earth, we should be brave. That is quite a feat.
Or anything, but more, I'm an extreme casual when it comes to this type of thing. I know nothing about fabric.